When you turn 50, you are encouraged for various medical assessments. When you turn 50, you're encouraged to have various medical assessments. I don't feel sick. I don't have any symptoms. But the medical experts say that at 50, you have an increased risk of contracting various diseases and illnesses. And if we catch those illnesses or diseases early, our survival rate increases. So in business, why aren't we doing annual checkups? Why aren't we checking on the health of our business? Why are we not checking on the fitness of our business? And that today is a discussion of JT in the Raw Special Edition Saturday. Morning, Yvonne. Good morning, Alicia. How are my two ladies doing this morning? Hope you're doing really well. Welcome to JT in the Raw, whether you're watching live or on replay on this special edition on a Saturday or Friday afternoon if you are in the Northern Hemisphere. Each week I jump on and chew the thin on business, and after 31 years in business, I have just a few thins to chew. And today I want to spend some time talking about analysing our own business, analysing what we do in our business in order to make our business stronger, healthier. So, why wasn't JT in the Raw on yesterday? Well, 3 weeks ago, I went for my 6-monthly checkup on my skin. I had a dodgy looking thing on my skin. They cut it out, they analysed it, and they said it was a bit more serious than they thought. So yesterday, I had to get a bigger chunk cut out. Now, did I have any symptoms? Did I feel sick? No. Interestingly enough, the first thing the doctor says is when we cut this out, it should mean you have a 95% survival rate. Oh my God, that means I got a 5% death rate. Glass half full, not half empty, I guess. But I think this is a really important thing. At varying stages, when we're talking about our health, whether as a male we're talking about prostate cancer, whether as a female we're talking about breast cancer, whether we're talking about skin cancers, whether we are talking about anything to do with our health, we go off and we see an expert. Now, by the way, you see one type of expert who might be a skin expert. You might see someone else who's a prostate expert or a breast expert. We start with a GP and then we go somewhere else. But the reality is, I did not have to get this removed. I could have left it in and I could have taken my chances. I could have taken my chances that it would not have spread. I could have taken my chances that the first cut might have been the easiest cut. But I didn't. Because we're talking about life and death here. Now, when we're thinking about business, we also talk about life and death. Life and death of a business is open or closed. Life or death of a department, working or not working. So it's a really interesting thing that we should be doing in our business, yet we don't seem to do it. But in our business, there are markers. There are markers in our business that indicate the health of our business. Just like if we have prostate cancer or if we have breast cancer, there are markers in our bloods or there are markers on our body that can help us identify whether we are sick or not. John, Nasta, good evening. Braxy, g'day, how are you? Yep, every year now I'm having one of these things. But it's interesting because these markers give us an objective way to judge our health. In your business, you have an objective way to judge your business as well and the health of your business. But for whatever reason, we tend to go a lot more on gut feel than we do actually on the markers. But even on gut feel, sometimes you can identify something that doesn't feel right. Something that doesn't feel right. Yet as business owners, we are too scared to look deeper. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can give you one little piece of advice for 2021, it's going to be this. You cannot hide from the brutal facts of the health of your business or the brutal facts of the health of your department. You cannot hide from that. Because by the end of the year, every business will have a 95% survival rate. A 95% survival rate. If you identify where the health issues are in your business that you can fix. Now, fortunately, in the medical world, I don't know what percentage, but there's a large percentage of illnesses that we can identify and we can fix and we can get better. Businesses are the same. There's a large percentage of issues in your business that might cause health issues to make your business not as healthy as it possibly could, but there are solutions to it. I want to challenge each and every one of you watching today, whether you're watching live or on replay, whether you're watching as a friend of mine or someone has shared the show with you, I want to challenge you to do a health audit of your business. I want to challenge you to dive deep into your business and look at the health of the business. Look at the markers to identify whether your business is healthy or not so healthy. I want to give you a couple of examples of what you can do. One example we did on our Rex Roundtables in my Rex Roundtables in the US is that I had each roundtable member look at each other's websites. Now, the owners confessed, when we went through these exercises, the owners of the business confessed. Many of them had not looked at their website in as much detail as their colleague on the round table had just looked at their website. So there's an interesting hint there for us as leaders. Just like on our bodies, we might not look for the skin cancers or the moles like an expert would. But these leaders identified that they had not drilled into their website as deeply, as comprehensively as their colleagues did. Because their colleagues went in with a specific agenda to look at each other's websites. Now, we were able to identify in a couple of websites some pages that were missing, some links that didn't connect. Now, who knows how long that had been going on for? A day, a week, a month, 6 months. Who knows? But I give you this as an example that of getting fresh eyes to look at different aspects of your business will help identify what's going on in your business. Mystery shopping. You know, we do mystery shopping for clubs here in Australia, and the mystery shopper goes in, goes through the sales process, may or may not join based on the decisions of more probably what we're being told by the client. But we identify so many interesting aspects when we mystery shop a club. Things that club owners thought their staff were saying. Things that club owners thought had been trained into their team. Things that studio managers thought actually happened with every single prospect. But we identified that they didn't. These are called health checks. Health checks on your website, health check on your system, health checks with your people. Ladies and gentlemen, your business is like a human body. It needs a checkup. The more often you check it up, the stronger it will be. Now, not everybody can do everything. That's why when we are sick, we go to our GP. Our GP looks at it and goes, right, you need to see this specialist or this specialist or this specialist or this specialist. Let me give you a classic example. When I went to get this looked at, I went to a plastic surgeon who was a specialist in removing melanomas. I said to him, do I have to come back and see you every 6 months to get my body looked at to see if anything is picked, like if I've got any others? He said, no, that is not my specialty. Now, listen to what he said. That is not my specialty. My specialty is repairing the damage. You need to go to someone else to identify what that damage is. So again, putting that in a scenario back in for your business, as a mystery shopping business, we don't go in and do sales training. We refer, sure. We will even write a prescription for a sales trainer. But that's not what we do. We identify where the holes in the business are, where the weaknesses are, and then we say, you need to see an expert. So this is a really important thing, because in the fitness industry, in small business, in large business, there are people that think and say they can do everything. And the reality is they can't. I can't. I can come in and I can find areas in your business that you could improve on on a health check, if I was health checking you. But that doesn't mean that I can do everything. Don't even try. That's not my area of expertise. That is not my wheelhouse. And I think that is a really important fact that we need to acknowledge. That if we are going to get our businesses healthy, we need someone to find or determine the health of our business. And then we work on who will come in and fix that. So, what does this look like for us moving forward? Okay, there are some realities that we have to face, just like we have to face with our own health and our own mortality. And are these? Numbers tell us the truth in our business. The numbers tell us the truth in our business. The markers tell us the health of our body. The numbers will tell us the truth of our business. Fresh eyes will see things you don't. Fresh eyes will see things you don't. Just like you go to a GP, fresh eyes will see things that you don't. And finally this, here's my third little tip here. Diving deep into your business is one thing, but diving deep into your feelings around your business, your gut will tell you something. Your gut, your observations will tell you something. I knew when I went to the doctor that I'd identified something right there that didn't look right. It didn't feel right. I didn't need a doctor to tell me. My gut told me that didn't feel right. What I needed was someone to tell me how to get that better. That is up to you. So those three things again. Numbers tell us the truth. Fresh eyes will see things that you don't, and your gut will often give you a fairly good indication that something is amiss in your business. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to all consider very, very seriously an important component of your business being successful. Early diagnosis of any illness will increase your survival rates. Now, you can take that from a business perspective or a literal perspective, as in the sense of a human being as well. Let me say it again. When you get an early diagnosis, you increase your survival rate. So, if you're over 50, get your skin checked. Get all your orifices checked. Get everything checked to make sure you're healthy. And if you own a business, if you run a department, if you lead a team, think about how your gut feels about some things. Get an early diagnosis, and you and your business, team, department will increase your survival rate. Hey, if you've enjoyed JTinTheRaw, give me a love heart right now. I know it's a bit weird being Saturday morning and having to jump on. We'll be back same time as always next week on Fridays or Thursday evenings in the Northern Hemisphere. Hope you got some value out of today's show. Hope I trigger you to actually go in and have a look at your business and the health of your business, because early diagnosis increases the survival rate of your business. I will catch you on the flip side.